Hey fam, it's me Aaron.
And I'm Tony, the Draw Friend.
And this is a comic show the day before San Diego Comic Con.
That I'm not going to.
I'm going to be there. It's going to be awesome. Preview night's tomorrow, Wednesday. It's going to be great. Staying all through, have all kinds of amazing things going on. That's going to be a lot of fun. We have the Skybound Breakfast with Robert Kirkman. That's going to be awesome. He's going to announce new Skybound properties for the next year. And, cool con parties that, I'm invited to. Valiant sponsoring, different people are sponsoring. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Sounds like these creators are trying to fatten you up for something.
No. There's a lot of good dinners, a lot of fun. And I get to go there, partly as a ridiculous fanboy that just loves all this stuff and just is on fanboy overload, and partly as, a businessman. My accountant knows that I'm going there as a business expense, and I'm going there with other businessmen in town on business, like Malvi of Atomic Comics, who's now working for some great digital awesome stuff. And also Cappy from Nerdy Show will be with me, and we're going to be giving Rich Johnson a hard time, and we're going to have a lot of fun out there. So I'm sorry you can't go. It's like maybe next year. But the biggest deal of the con and the biggest craziness that's coming out is all this Walking Dead 100 hoopla and all the zombie craziness. Everything's going on out there. It just has me salivating.
Let's be fair. The hoopla stuff is absolutely worth it. This book is fantastic.
I'm not big on hype. I'm not big on variant covers and blah, blah, blah. People are like, oh, gimmicks. And I just think what some people fail to see, because I'm the one most against the gimmicks, really, is that there's style and substance, and this has both style and substance. And
absolutely.
They choose when to throw on the hype and throw on the style and throw on that.
I mean, this is a legitimate milestone. This is 100 issues of an indie book that
a creator-owned book.
A creator-owned indie book that people didn't think was going to work.
That had the same artist the whole time, other than the first 6 issues. But this guy, Charlie's getting it out monthly. He's amazing. And this is exercise. I haven't really counted the pages and did a breakdown, like Bleeding Cool often does about the page breakdown ratio of the amount of splash and double splash versus whatever. But in my opinion, after reading this and just the shock I went into, it's worse than the other things with the Lori and the baby and Tyrese. It's worse because
Spoilers.
It's so brutal. And those, that's
it's
all
a
in the
while
past.
ago.
It's not at all spoilers from issue 100. I wouldn't dare do that. But this, you have full page, splash page of brutal, disgusting violence, of just disgusting, oh my God, Becky, look at his head. You know what I'm saying? This is it's ridiculous. And I can't say enough about this book. It's not what you expected. That's a slight spoiler. It's not, you expected to see the people back at, the city, that's in camp. And you don't get the encampment. You get the camera follows Rick.
Yes,
so,
it does.
Yeah. Don't look at that Todd McFarlane cover. Revival. This book, as Bleeding Cool pointed out, is getting a lot of buzz. It's really freaking cool. You might have read a few pages of it in the Free Comic Book Day Image, little spoiler book. But I really dug the concept. It is a little bit like religious fanatic stuff, but, done really creepy and really cool and pulling teeth out. And
the art's really slick. The twist at the end really comes out of left field, and it's a good book because it really plays itself straight up until the last few pages.
It's a rural noir.
Oh my!
Instead of an urban noir, it's a rural noir. That's
Keep
pretty
saying
cool.
Rural.
Rural. It's rural, and it's by the same dude from Hack Slash, and the art by Norton is great. It really fits the book. Chew is pure fun, amazing, great, ridiculous. It's Agent Pollo. This is a one-shot. You do not have to have read any Chew to get this.
I have not read any Chew, and I got it just fine.
And it doesn't spoil anything from Chew, because I've read Chew. This gives you the backstory of Agent Pollo plus a current adventure of Agent Pollo, whereas, it doesn't matter. If you read the book now, by being enticed by all the zaniness and ridiculousness of this, when you see him in his first appearance in Chew, you'll be like, oh, I know that guy. And then you'll enjoy him there. It won't be like, oh, this is ruined now because I know his backstory. Who cares?
Curses.
And if you've read all of Chew, this is all new.
It's just enriching it. It's fertilizing the soil that was put forth. Yeah. And we got so many more books to go through. Come on.
All right. The Massive, loved issue 1. If you loved issue 1, issue 2 is more of the same. Brian Wood is killing it. Punk Rock Jesus. This book is beautifully drawn, and it's just a really cool concept of just a modern retelling of Jesus. And, Jesus, in my opinion, was pretty punk rock. I mean, I understand the modern Christian
flipping
thing
tables
is, he was just like the super nice guy that just turned the other cheek and patted babies on the head and stuff. And it's like, why would any government want to kill Captain Kangaroo? You know, he was obviously a threat to their government that they wanted to kill him. I mean, come on. So this is, in my opinion, relevant, fun, and I really enjoyed it. And if you buy it just for the art, you can buy it just for the art. You can be like, I'm still an atheist, I just like this art, whatever.
So pretty.
2 Valiant books out. Harbinger, they start dealing with the rape. So they start dealing with the fact that, you know, he used his mind control possibly to rape. And, you know, I was complaining about the rape somewhat at Heroes Con, and then there was a female that was at the booth complaining that she wanted more rape, that they left it too ambiguous, and there should be more rape in it, and not just leave it, you know, we need to know if the dude's a rapist or not. But this really delves into the psychological, at least psychological rape from the protagonist to that girl that was his, you know, love of his life, you know, secret crush he barely ever talked to. So I really enjoyed this. Bloodshot, this book, it's a lot of fun. It's a super soldier thing where there's nanites in his bloodstream that repair his body. That explains how the just the whole thing of just regenesis works to, you know, have that healing factor in a way. So he's this unstoppable soldier, but how do you motivate him? He's, you know, essentially has no memory, he's brain dead, he gets blown up, and the nanites repair him. How do you motivate him? Well, you put lies in his head. You tell him he has a wife, you tell him he has a kid, you tell him the soldier that got captured that's going to be beheaded is his best friend. None of this is true. I mean, everything I just said is true about the book, but none of the things in his head are true, and it's actually a great new take on, you know, that whole super soldier thing. And Valiant's doing great hooks. Everything is really well thought out. I can't wait for Archer and Armstrong, honestly. Lock and Key, Volume 5's out. If you're not reading this book, get Volume 1. If you are reading this book, all I have to do is tell you Volume 5's out, and you're going to be knocking on the door. I mean, it's amazing. This is the second to last, penultimate volume, so stuff hits the fan. There's a lot of craziness. And Adventure Time, Marceline, Scream Queens, if you want to have just pure fun for a few minutes, this is your book. This is it. It's a totally awesome spin-off that is just, you can't ever get enough Marceline. No, you really can't. You also get her secret origin in the back of, you know, the first time she played guitar. What? You do. Oh my goodness! It's kind of like Devil Went Down to Georgia, except the fiddle player was a vampire. So, you know. Anyway, I'm that guy that likes this, okay? I'm the guy that is enjoying Before Watchmen. I'm not thinking about all the big, you know, greater questions about the relevancy or our creator-owned stuff. You're out of the big picture and into the nitty-gritty. In some ways, I read, and in especially DC-branded comics, I read that for escapism. And it's great nostalgic escapism, especially Minutemen. It's nice seeing Minutemen issue 2 because it proves that Darwin Cooke can do more than just that first issue where he was setting a lot of stuff up. This is really delving more into the characters, and it's doing a great job kind of exploring the Hooded Justice. It's exploring You're not going to say, reading this, you didn't get anything that you didn't already know from or didn't already get from the actual volume. Not that it invalidates anything, but it enriches it, and it's like a big nostalgia. Oh yeah, you know, it's great building on the character relationships. It's an orgy of nostalgia. I mean, seriously. A nostorgy. All right, Scott Snyder, finale of Court of Owls. Awesome. Pretty much. Don't want to spoil anything. Oh my God, Becky, look at her Batman. If you don't get this, there's something wrong with you. If you got up to 10, because 10 was amazing. This finally, the showdown with Arcane, and finally the link up with Buddy, Swamp Thing, and Ant-Man together again for the first time. You know, awesome. Reunited, and it feels so good. No, this is terrible. I don't like any of that. Spider-Man 3 is out. Spider-Men, you know, they're in the Ultimate Universe. There's all kinds of craziness, and I'm really enjoying this book. This is another thing of just pure fun. You put two Spider-Men, one Spider-Man, he's going to be a little bit sad-sacky. You put two Spider-Men together, and they're just having fun. And it's still written by Bendis, so you get that quippy Bendis dialogue that you love so much. So that's what we got. Share the video, and if you're going to San Diego Comic-Con, look for me. You know, I love people recognizing me, saying, "What's up? How you doing?" You know, he wears this shirt, makes it easy. Come buy me something to eat, buy me a water. You know, and if you want to hang out or meet up, just my phone has this magic thing where emails go straight to my phone. So just Aaron@comicshop.com. That sounds like an awesome time. Yeah. So hope to see you at Comic-Con. If not, stay tuned and look for my updates and posts on our Facebook about what I'm doing there. And you won't be there. No, I won't. Just think about next year. All right. You got to plan ahead. Not that I do, but thanks. Bye-bye. Bye. Thanks for watching our video, and if you like it a lot, click subscribe. It's pretty cool. I like seeing the subscribers go up. It tells me I'm not wasting my life. And Also, share the video on our Facebook, facebook.com/a.comic.shop, and then click share. You'll see it. We'll make sure it stays up on the top, and just share that, and you can win all the comics we talked about, and that's going to be awesome. So I'd really, really appreciate it. It's kind of a fun thing, let's have a good time. All right, thanks, guys. Bye-bye.